Think of it like an infinite library. In this library, every book that could ever be written already exists. Not visit, dwell. There's a difference. Visiting is a stopping by the desired reality occasionally, then returning to your old state. Dwelling is moving in, making it your home, living from it rather than toward it. You're not a creator standing before an empty canvas. You're a traveler standing in an infinite gallery where every painting is already complete. Welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm your host, Brian Scott. This is an activation for manifestation. Creation is already finished. So you've been trying to create your reality, visualizing, affirming, believing harder, raising your vibration, aligning your energy, doing the work, month after month, day after day, year after year, trying to build the life you want brick by brick, thought by thought, intention by intention. And sometimes it works. Pieces come together. Things manifest. Progress happens. But underneath, there's always this exhaustion, this feeling that you're pushing a boulder uphill, that you have to maintain the effort or everything falls apart. That creation requires constant work. But here's a question that changes everything. What if creation is already finished? Creation is finished. Everything that could ever exist already exists. Every version of your life, the struggling version, the thriving version, the wealthy version, the version in perfect health, the version with the relationship you dream about, they all exist right now, simultaneously, completely finished. You're not here to create anything. Creation happened. It is done. You're here to select, to choose, to tune in to the version of the infinite that you want to experience. Feel what this means. Really let it land. You don't have to create the life you want. It already exists. You don't have to manifest your desires. They're already real. You don't have to build, construct, or bring into being something that doesn't yet exist. Everything you've ever wanted is already finished, already complete, already waiting for you. Your job isn't to create. Your job is to find, to select, to shift into alignment with what's already there. This is the most liberating truth in all of consciousness work. And by the end of this, it won't be a concept you understand intellectually. It will be something you feel in your bones, something that changes how you move through reality forever. Over the next few minutes, you're going to understand this truth from multiple angles. The quantum physics that proves infinite parallel realities exist. The mystical wisdom that's been teaching this for centuries, the practical shift from creator to selector, and why it changes everything about how you approach your life. And then in the activation, you're going to experience it directly. You're going to access the finished creation. You're going to feel the reality where your desires are already complete, and you're going to select it. Let's begin with the science, because this isn't just philosophy. This is how reality actually works. In 1926, physicist Erwin Schrödinger developed an equation that would shatter our understandings of reality. His wave function showed that at the quantum level, particles don't exist in definite states. They exist as probability waves, all possible states superimposed on each other simultaneously. Picture an electron. Before you measure it, it's not in a particular place. It's in every place it could possibly be all at once. Every position, every momentum, every state, existing together as overlapping possibilities. Only when you observe the electron, only when consciousness interacts with it, does it choose a state. The wave function collapses, infinite possibility becomes single actuality. In 1957, physicist Hugh Everett proposed a radical interpretation. He asked, what if the wave function never actually collapses? What if every possibility remains real? We just experience one branch while all others continue existing. This is the many worlds interpretation, and it suggests something extraordinary. Every possible version of reality exists. Every outcome of every quantum event creates a branch where that outcome is real. The math doesn't say possibilities collapse into one reality. The math says they all remain. You didn't take that job. Well, there's a universe where you did. You didn't marry that person. There is a universe where you did. Every decision, every chance event, every quantum fluctuation, all branches exist. All outcomes are real. Think of it like an infinite library. In this library, every book that could ever be written already exists. Every possible arrangement of letters, every story, every truth and fiction. Nothing needs to be written. Everything is already there. You're just walking through the stacks, selecting which book to read. Your life is like this. Every version of your story already exists. The version where you're struggling. The version where you succeeded beyond your wildest dreams. The version where that wound healed. The version where love found you. They're all written. They're all real. They're all waiting on the shelves. The wealthy version of you isn't something you need to create. It already exists right now, in a branch of the infinite. The healed version of you isn't something you need to become. It's already real, living its life in another expression of the many worlds. Your dream life isn't a fantasy. It's an address, a location in the infinite field, a frequency you can tune to, a book you can select from the library. The question isn't, how do I create what I want? The question is, how do I shift to where it already exists? Science points to this truth, but mystics have known it for centuries. Let me share with you what one of them understood. In the 40s and 50s, a man named Neville Goddard was teaching in Los Angeles. He wasn't a scientist, wasn't a traditional religious leader. He was a mystic who had experiences that showed him the true nature of reality. And his core teaching was this: creation is finished. Neville taught that God, the infinite creative principle, finished creation in the beginning. Everything that could ever be already is. Past, present, future. All exist simultaneously in the eternal now. Time is an illusion we move through, not a process that creates new things. Neville spoke of what he called the fourth dimension, a realm where all possibilities exist simultaneously. From our third dimensional perspective, we see only one reality at a time. We experience life as a sequence, one moment following another, one outcome excluding others. But from the fourth dimensional perspective, from the perspective of consciousness itself, all possibilities are visible at once. All timelines, all outcomes, all versions of you. Like looking down at a maze from above and seeing every path simultaneously, while someone inside the maze can only see one corridor at a time. What Neville taught was that through imagination, through feeling, you can navigate this fourth dimensional space. You can move your awareness from one branch of the infinite to another. You can select which version of the completed creation you experience. Neville's method was beautifully simple. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Notice he didn't say create the feeling or generate the feeling. He said assume it, as in take on what's already there. Step in to what already exists. Wear the reality like a garment that's been waiting for you. Because if creation is finished, if the version of you who has your desire is already real, then the feeling of having it also already exists. You're not manufacturing an emotion. You're tuning into a frequency that's already broadcasting. You're remembering something that's already true. Neville also taught about what he called the bridge of incidents, the natural unfolding that happens once you select a new reality. Once you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, events begin to arrange themselves. Synchronicities appear. Opportunities emerge. The path between where you are and where you've selected reveals itself. You don't have to figure out how. The how is none of your business. Your only job is to select, to assume the end, to live from the wish fulfilled. The bridge builds itself. This is what the mystic knew, that science is now confirming. Everything is already here. Creation is complete. You're not building your future, you're selecting it from an infinite field where it already exists. Here's where everything changes. When you understand that creation is finished, you stop being a creator and become a selector. A creator has to make things happen, has to figure out how, has to work, struggle, effort, has to worry about whether they're doing it right, whether they're good enough, whether they can actually pull this off. A selector just chooses, points their attention at what they want, tunes their frequency to match it, and lets reality reorganize around the selection. When you make this shift from creator to selector, everything changes. The anxiety of doing it right disappears. There's no wrong way to select. There's no technique you have to master. The realities already exist. You just point toward the one you want. The strain of maintenance dissolves. You're not holding something together with your will. You're not keeping the creation alive through constant effort. What you've selected is already complete, already stable, already real. The fear of failure fades. You can't fail at selecting. You can only select something different than you intended, and if you do, you just select again. There's no building to knock down, no progress to lose, just a dial to turn. But here's the most important part. When you're a creator, you're limited by what you believe you can create. If something seems impossible, you can't create it. If a change seems too big, your creating energy can't generate it. When you're a selector, everything is equally available because you're not creating it. You're selecting it. And the impossible reality exists just as completely as the possible one. They're both already finished. Spontaneous healing, it already exists in a timeline. Select it. Quantum leap in wealth, already done in a branch of the infinite. Tune to it. The relationship, the career, the body, the life that seems too good to be true, it's already real. It's already happening. You just have to navigate there. Now I know what some part of your mind is saying. If everything is already finished, does anything I do matter? If all possibilities exist, am I just a puppet playing out a predetermined script? Here's the paradox. Everything is finished and you have complete freedom. All possibilities exist and you choose which one to experience. The script is written and you pick which script to follow. You're not a puppet. You're the audience member who gets to choose which movie to watch. All the movies are already made, but you decide which theater to walk into. That decision is your freedom. That decision is your power. Your consciousness is the selector. Your awareness is the tuner. Your feeling is the dial. That's your agency. That's your creative power. You don't create the options. They're all already there. You select from them, and that selection is the most powerful act in the universe. So how do you select your reality from the finished creation? There's a method, and it's simpler than you think. Step 1 is to recognize that your desired reality already exists. It's not positive thinking. It's not even acting as if. This is genuine recognition of fact. Somewhere in the infinite field, there's a version of reality where you have what you want. It's complete. It's finished. People are living in it right now. Versions of you experiencing it as their normal Tuesday. Let that sink in. Your wealthy life isn't something to be built. It's something that's already happening. Your healed body isn't a future state. It's a present reality in another branch. Your perfect relationship, someone is living in it, and that someone is you, a you at a different frequency. Step 2, feel the reality of having it now. Not feel it in order to create it. Feel it because it's real. Feel it because the you who has it is feeling it right now, and you're tuning into their experience. Feel it because that feeling is the frequency that connects you to the branch of the infinite. Ask yourself, how does the version of me who already has this feel right now? What's their emotional state? What's the texture of their contentment? What does their fulfillment feel like in their body? Then feel that. Not as a fantasy or wishful thinking, not as a daydream, as tuning in, as dialing to the right frequency, as selecting the channel where that feeling is the normal, everyday state. Step 3, dwell in that feeling. Not visit, dwell. There's a difference. Visiting is a stopping by the desired reality occasionally, then returning to your old state. Dwelling is moving in, making it your home, living from it rather than toward it. Neville called this living in the end. You don't live waiting for things to happen. You live as if it's already your normal reality. You make normal decisions from that place. You respond to life from that frequency. You dwell there until the physical world catches up. Here's the key. You don't have to dwell perfectly. You don't have to maintain the feeling 24/7. You just return to it more than you don't. You make it your home base. Every time you notice you've drifted, you come back. That's dwelling. Step 4, allow the bridge to form. Once you're dwelling in the selected reality, events will begin to rearrange. The bridge of incidents will start building itself. Opportunities will appear. People will enter your life. Circumstances will shift. Your job is to allow this, not to force it, not to figure it out, not to make it happen. The how is not your department. The path between where you are and where you've selected is not yours to construct. You just selected the destination. Reality will reorganize to create the route. Trust that. Allow that. Get out of the way of that. Recognize, feel, dwell, and allow. That's the method. That's how you select from the finished creation. And now, in this activation that follows, you're going to do it. You're going to access a reality that already exists and select it as your own. Let yourself descend now. Sink below the surface of ordinary awareness, below the thoughts and worries and plans, into the space where reality is fluid, where all things are possible, where creation is already complete. You don't have to try. You don't have to concentrate. Just let go. Let yourself fall into the infinite. It's safe here. It's always been here. This is where you came from before you were born. This is where you return when you dream. This is the space between thoughts where your power lives. And as you settle into this space, feel the truth of what I'm about to say. Everything is here. Everything that has ever been or could be. Every version of every life. Every outcome of every choice. Every possibility. Already real. Already complete. Already waiting. Look around you with your inner senses. Feel the vastness. You're standing in the infinite field, the place where all creation exists simultaneously. Every point of light you can sense is a complete reality. Every one is fully formed, fully functioning, fully real. People are living in each of them right now. Versions of you who are living in each of them right now. Their joys are real. Their loves are real. Their ordinary Tuesday afternoons are real. Creation is finished. Feel what that means in your body. Nothing happens to be made. Nothing needs to be built. Nothing needs to be earned or achieved or figured out. It's already done. Every version of your life that you could possibly want, it exists right now as complete and real as the life you're currently experiencing. You're not a creator standing before an empty canvas. You're a traveler standing in an infinite gallery where every painting is already complete. Now let a reality begin to emerge. The reality you want to experience. Don't reach for it. Don't chase it. Just let your attention settle on it naturally, the way your eyes adjust to notice something beautiful. What do you desire? What life is calling to you? What version of your existence would feel like coming home? There are infinite options available to you. Whatever you want, it's there. Let it reveal itself. It's here. It's real. It's already complete. Feel it. Not as something you want to have someday. Feel it as something that already is. A version of you is living in that reality right now. They woke up in it this morning. They'll go to sleep in it tonight. It's not their fantasy. It's their life. That version of you, they're aware of you too. They can feel you reaching toward them across the infinite. They're not separate from you. They are you at a different frequency, you at a different address in the field. Now begin to move toward that reality, or feel it moving toward you. The distance between where you are and where you've selected is not physical. It's vibrational. It's a matter of frequency, and frequencies can shift in an instant. Feel yourself tuning to the frequency of your selected reality, like adjusting a dial, like finding the right station on an infinite radio. The static is clearing. The signal is getting stronger. You're locking on to the frequency where your desire is already fulfilled. Feel the version of you who lives in that reality. Feel their calm their contentment, their sense of already having arrived. That feeling is the frequency. That feeling is the address. That feeling is what you're selecting. Let yourself merge with them. Let the boundaries blur. You're not becoming someone else. You're rejoining an aspect of yourself that's been waiting for you. Two expressions of the same infinite being coming back together. You're here now. Feel it. You've arrived in the reality where your desire is already complete. This is not someday. This is now. This is not hope. This is fact. Creation is finished. And you've selected this version of the finished creation as your experience. Feel what it's like to already have what you wanted. Not the excitement of getting it, the calm of having it. The settled, stable feeling of something that's just your life. Normal, ordinary, yours. Let your cells receive this frequency. Let your nervous system record this state. Let your body learn the feeling of living in your selected reality. This is your new home. This is your new address in the infinite. This is who you are now. The selection is complete. Choice is made. The die is cast. You're not going back to try to create this reality. You've selected it. It's done. Now reality will reorganize around your selection. The bridge of incidents will form. The physical world will catch up to where you've moved in the infinite. Trust this. Allow this. Know this. Creation is finished. And you've just selected your place in the completion. Let yourself slowly return now, rising back toward the surface of ordinary awareness. Back to the room, the day, the life that's been waiting for you. But notice you're not returning to where you left. You're arriving from a new location in the infinite. The reality you selected is now your home base. The frequency you found is now your default. You haven't visited the desired reality, you've moved there. In the days and weeks ahead, you'll notice the bridge of incidents forming. Unexpected opportunities, surprising connections, circumstances shifting in ways you couldn't have planned. This is reality catching up to your selection. This is the physical world aligning with where you've moved in the infinite. Your job is simply to dwell, to keep coming back to the feeling of your selected reality, to live from it rather than toward it, to trust that creation is finished and you've chosen your place in the completion. Remember what you learned today. Creation is finished. Everything that could ever exist already exists. You're not here to create anything. You're here to select from an infinite field of completed abilities. You are selector, a tuner of frequencies, a navigator of the infinite. Your desires are not things to be achieved someday. They're realities to be selected now. They're already real, already complete, already waiting. Stop creating, start selecting. Stop trying to make it happen. Start dwelling where it's already happened. Creation is finished. And now you know how to find your place in the completion. And before I go, I would like to invite you to join the Reality Revolution community right now. We have our own community on School that you can join, where we have weekly group coaching events, we have exclusive training programs, and an amazing community where you can interact, share your dreams, and we can take your manifestation from dream into fulfillment. I want to help you do that. You can join us at school.com, SKOOL.com /Reality Revolution. and welcome to the reality revolution. You felt it. That pull, like you're supposed to be somewhere else. Someone else. Like there's a version of your life that's already happening and you're just watching it from the wrong side of the glass. What if that version isn't somewhere else? What if it's right here, waiting for you to step into it? Not through years of work, not through more information, through a single moment of actual shift. Three days, one room. Everything changes. The East Coast finally has a door, and it's opening on February 27th. The question isn't whether you're ready, it's whether you'll answer.